Shapard, the Executive Director of the Colorado Cleantech Industry Association. We welcome you to the public release of the Colorado Cleantech Action Plan, which is a 3- to 5-year roadmap that identifies the actions that need to be taken to maintain and grow the state's leadership in the global cleantech economy. In a moment, we'll be joined by our presenters, but I'd like to give you some background in advance of their comments. The Colorado Cleantech Industry Association, or the CCIA as we like to call it, was formed in 2009, and it's the voice of the cleantech industry in the state. The mission of this almost 200-member industry-led group is to create a business climate in Colorado that allows the state to lead the world in cleantech. What this means is that we focus on building financial capital, human capital, and political capital, all of which are important to the success of our cleantech companies. We also work to establish partnerships and promote Colorado's cleantech industry on behalf of our companies. With that focus on cleantech's economic impact, we believed that the development of a statewide, comprehensive cleantech action plan was one of the most important steps for us to take at the CCIA. And in fact, we began moving forward at the end of our first year to make this a reality. We knew we wanted to hire an independent, nationally recognized firm to conduct the analysis and research, but first we needed to raise the funding to do so. I'm sure everyone can understand that these days. So I want to recognize the organizations that stepped up to the plate. With that, if it weren't for them, I don't think we wouldn't be here today. My sincere appreciation goes to the Colorado Economic Development Commission, the Colorado Governor's Energy Office, Colorado School of Mines, Colorado State University, the Colorado Workforce Development Council, the Metro Denver Economic Development Corporation, the University of Colorado, and the U.S. Economic Development Administration for their support. As one of the first steps in the analysis and planning process, the 25-member steering committee agreed that economic development should be a priority. The overarching vision for this plan is to grow Colorado jobs, expand the tax base, and bring more revenue into the state. It was through this lens that the steering committee and Navigant analyzed the state's cleantech sectors and looking at worldwide markets and developed the action steps. The CCIA recognized that a state plan driven by industry with broad statewide stakeholder input would overcome political uncertainty and bring a focus to the state's efforts. As such, our process included over 100 interviews across numerous industry stakeholders and partners, including representatives from the Eastern Plains, the West Slope, the workforce organizations around the state's research institutions, the natural gas industry, Colorado's utilities, and of course the clean technology industry itself. In addition, NREL's analysis staff assisted our efforts by providing research of best practices and model programs around the world. We confidently took on the responsibility to drive the completion of the statewide Cleantech Action Plan, and now look forward to convening stakeholders from around the state and in other industries to help the CCIA implement the actions that have been identified in the plan. We'll be pretty single-minded in the next few years to meet these goals, and expect that you'll be hearing from us as we successfully implement these programs.